The Golden Fleece and the Heroes Who Lived Before Achilles by Padraic Colum. Part 1. The Voyage to Colchis. 1. The Youth Jason. A man in the garb of a slave went up the side of that mountain that is all covered with forest, the mountain Pelias. He carried in his arms a little child. When it was full noon, the slave came into a clearing of the forest, so silent that it seemed empty of all life. He laid the child down on the soft moss, and then, trembling with the fear of what might come before him, he raised a horn to his lips and blew 3 blasts upon it. Then he waited. The blue sky was above him, the great trees stood away from him, and the little child lay at his feet. He waited, and then he heard the thud-thud of great hooves, and then from between the trees he saw coming toward him the strangest of all beings, one who was half man and half horse. This was Chiron, the centaur. Chiron came toward the trembling slave. Greater than any horse was Chiron, taller than any man. The hair of his head flowed back into his horse's mane. His great beard flowed over his horse's chest. In his man's hand he held a great spear. Not swiftly he came, but the slave could see that in those great limbs of his there was speed like to the winds. The slave fell upon his knees, and with eyes that were full of majesty and wisdom, and limbs that were full of strength and speed, the king centaur stood above him. "O my lord," the slave said, "I have come before thee, sent by Aeson my master, who told me where to come, and what blasts to blow upon the horn. And Aeson, once king of Iolcus, bade me say to thee that if thou dost remember his ancient friendship with thee, thou wilt, perchance, take this child, and guard and foster him, and, as he grows, instruct him with thy wisdom. For Aeson's sake I will rear and foster this child," said Chiron, the king centaur, in a deep voice. The child lying on the moss had been looking up at the 4-footed and 2-handed centaur. Now the slave lifted him up and placed him in the centaur's arms. He said, "Aeson bade me tell thee that the child's name is Jason. He bade me give thee this ring with the great ruby in it."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?